I'm going to do this as quickly and efficiently and as easy to understand as possible. So today's episode, which is skinny to jacked. Welcome back to Strength Journal, where we make fitness simple and easy to understand for the majority of people. Now, if you haven't already, please do go make sure to pick up your free at-home and gym workout guide by simply going to my YouTube homepage and accessing the link on my page or the link below this video. Without further ado, the topic of today's video is going to be one that I think many of you will find useful, and it is going to be a two-part series. So today's video is going to be called Skinny to Jacked, and then the video that I release next week will be called Fat to Fit. And basically, in this 2-episode series, I am going to lay out the basic diet and training principles that you can use based on where you are right now to achieve your fitness goals. And I'm going to do this as quickly and efficiently and as easy to understand as possible. So today's episode, which is skinny to jacked. So I'm going to break this down into diet, training, and mentality. So starting off skinny, that means you're around the 130, maybe you're under 130, maybe you're 140, 150. You consider yourself skinny. You consider yourself super slim. You consider yourself not having a lot of muscle, but maybe you don't have a lot of fat either. So what do? Let's start with mentality. So it's going to be the same for being skinny and wanting to get fit as it is for being fat and wanting to get fit. You have to first understand discipline, and you have to understand that when you train, you're not going to immediately see results right after. And that's the misconception that a lot of beginners have. They think that when you start training, you are going to see the results right then and there, and that's not how it works. So what happens is they expect to see the results right then and there, and then when they don't see the results, they instantly become discouraged and they stop training, and then they don't ever get the results they want. That's not what I want for you. So number one, you need to understand that when you work out, you are not instantly going to get the results you want. You need to focus on switching the way that you think. So you need to focus on chasing performance instead of chasing aesthetic, because aesthetic will come as your performance comes. So as your performance improves, your aesthetic will improve. And that's really all you have to do. It's a quick mindset shift. It's also a lot easier said than done. But when you enjoy training, you will reap the benefits of training. Talk about diet. So I've had a lot of people come and tell me I want to eat more, but I don't have the appetite. Or I want to eat more, I want to put on weight, but I have a very quick metabolism. And I feel like this is a very common issue that I hear a lot, especially people that are slimmer, right? The reason that they're slim is because they have a fast metabolism. Maybe it's because they don't have much of an appetite, or maybe it's both. Maybe you're stuck with the issue that you don't have a fast metabolism and you don't have an appetite, and boom, it's like, how the hell am I going to put on weight? How the hell am I going to bulk? Here's what you do. First and foremost, honestly, the best thing to do is to get the meals in no matter what. I'm not gonna recommend that you don't, but getting in those healthy meals, getting in those macros, getting in a ton of protein, a ton of fats, a ton of carbs, getting in your big, most important macros, very important. If you can't stomach that because you seriously do not have the appetite to stomach that, this is what you need to do. You need to find high-calorie, low-portion snacks and high-calorie, low-portion foods. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is peanuts, because peanuts I would use when I would bulk. Peanuts are great because they offer a lot of calories and a lot of healthy fats. That's the reason they have so many calories, is because they're packed with a lot of healthy fats. Peanuts are a great way. So peanuts, peanut butter, things like that. Another way, and this is man-made, so obviously I would say do the peanuts first, but another way that you can get in those calories is you can get a mass gainer. So what is a mass gainer? A mass gainer is basically a powder. It's a powder that you mix into a shake. It's like a protein powder. Some of them come with protein, some of them come with creatine mixed in. But the idea is that it's essentially a whole bunch of empty calories. So I would probably recommend that you get one with protein and creatine in it, or just protein. It doesn't really matter. Get one that has something in it, because the idea is that in this shake, you're going to get like 1,000 to 1,500 calories. Boom, right there, 1,000 to 1,500 calories. That's 2 meals that you don't have to worry about. That's 2 plates of chicken and rice that you don't have to eat, that you don't have to stomach. If you can't stomach it, drink 1 shake. That's the 2 plates right there. About 60 grams of protein in one of them that's on Amazon. really, it's like a hack for people that don't have an appetite. Get yourself mass gainer and eat some freaking peanuts if you're not allergic to peanuts, of course. Or eat some peanut butter. Or find something else that is low portion and high calorie. Focus on low portion and high calorie. Now, I'm not going to recommend that you eat unhealthily. Don't dirty bulk, because dirty bulking, most of the time it puts on more fat than muscle. But, unfortunately, those do tend to be the very low portion, high calorie treats. Find healthy ones, so peanuts, of course. But if you literally cannot find anything else, fast food and stuff like that, of course, focus on the healthier kinds of fast food. High calorie, low portion, boom, there you go. So that's diet. Now we're gonna get on to training. When it comes to training, if you're skinnier, and a lot of skinny people tend to have natural strength, which is great. This is what I'd say. If your main goal is to get muscle, if your main goal is to put on size and to look aesthetic, this is what you need to do. You need to forget about strength and you need to focus on hypertrophy. And don't do this either, because I see this a lot. I see a lot of people, and this comes from both sides, from fat, whether you're skinny, I see it a lot. For some reason, a lot of people who are beginning training, they tend to do a lot of endurance training. Now, what is that? Endurance training is you are literally just doing hundreds of reps. You're doing like 20 reps, 25 reps, 30 reps, 40 reps. Why? Why are we doing that? You don't need to go above 12 reps. 12 reps is the cap for hypertrophy. Anything after that is straight cardio. So if you're already slim and you are not training to be an Olympic boxer, there's no reason to go above 12 reps. Do not go above 12 reps. You do not have to. Get weight that's heavy enough that you can lift it more than 5 times, ideally more than 8 times, and lift that weight 8 to 12 times and focus on hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is when you break down the muscle so that you can break down the most muscle fibers and spark the most growth. Now, it's different than strength training, because strength training is focused on giving the most output, so lifting the most amount of weight. You don't want to focus on that right now. You want mass. So what you need to do is you need to focus on hypertrophy. You need to focus on sticking with weight that's heavy enough that you can lift it at least 8 times and progress that. Progress reps of 8 to 12 and make sure that you're doing it consistently, and make sure that you're eating and you're getting your meals in, and make sure that you are disciplined and consistent. And that is the advice I give to someone who's skinny and they want to get fit. And also, I will tell you, if you have no idea how to train, if you have no idea what workout to do, or you simply you don't feel like your training is working, do go ahead and use the link below this video, or you can use the link from my YouTube homepage and access the free at-home and gym training guides, because they will work whether you are fat, whether you are skinny. They will work for you at any level, and it gets delivered to your email instantly for 100% free. So with that being said, please do make sure to show up next week. If you're not skinny, I will cater to you, and I will make a video about you next week. I'll see you again soon.